My anaconda don't, my anaconda don't, my anaconda don't want none unless you got buns, honey. My anaconda don't want none unless you got buns. My anaconda don't, my anaconda don't, my anaconda don't want none unless you got buns, honey.
Call Testing. Hello. Welcome back, one and all, to Phoenix Wright's Ace Attorney. Though at the moment I believe that last song. Yep, we lost a viewer. Doing pretty good. Oh, that's not a transparent image. We're gonna put that there. It is an excellent way to scare people off. I do agree. That's a weird sound. I apologize, there is a motorcycle outside. I think. Now let's see if I remember correctly. On the last episode of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, we were on Turnabout Goodbyes, the episode with everyone's favorite prosecutor. I believe, as it said on the title card, yes, Miles Edgeworth is in jail for killing Wendy Oldbag. And we are his defense attorney. Yippee. I hope that didn't pop up on stream. It doesn't look like it did. Yep, not seeing anything. Alright, so I think we're good to go. Does this button still work? It doesn't. Or at least I can't hear it. Yes, we can pretend the victim is Wendy Oldbag. However, we do know the identity of the victim. His name is Robert Hammond. So he is the hamster from Overwatch. December 26th. The detention center visitor's room. Maya!
Hey, Nick, it's you! I'm glad Mr. Edgeworth made it through the day okay. It's a relief.
Hey. Why'd you do that anyway?
I don't know. I just knew I had to do something. I know I'm not the lawyer my sister was. I'm sorry.
Well, you sure did save the trial. Just behave from now on, okay?
Okay.
I'm pretty sure they did. Hammy Overwatch. Wrecking Ball. Released on the 24th of July, 2018. according to the Overwatch Wikia, or fandom as it's called, it is not named Hammy, or they're not named Hammy. So they did not commit microaggression this time. Yippee. So, why is she in jail? If I remember correctly, Maya is in jail because, she is in contempt of court. Have you been questioned yet?
No, not yet. Detective Gumshoe was here just now. He said, seeing as this series of first defense, we'll let you go after questioning.
Phew. Level 3 ethnicity. Oh, the chart.
Oh, and he wanted me to get bail money ready. You can pay for me, okay?
Huh? How? How much?
I don't know, I guess they'll send you a bill or something.
Why do I picture giant bales of money every time I hear the word bail? Mia. Any luck with Mia?
None. I can't get through to her at all. I tried, I really did. I don't know what to do. I think I probably shouldn't have stopped my training.
She sounds like she really did do her best. I should check and see if there are any waterfalls in the local area.
I wonder if I'll ever see my sister again. Gotta leave this situation.
Alright, Phoenix, we are going to need you to collect a tractor full of cash, or Maya will stay in jail. Detective Gumshoe's not here. Gumshoe's at the scene again today. Huh? Oh, really? He's a live wire, that one. Got into a fight with the chief for not following protocol. Not following protocol? I bet he wouldn't help them build the case against Edgeworth. There are fewer than there were yesterday, but the cops are still around the park. I wonder if Detective Gumshoe is here today. Haven't seen Larry around today at all. Probably off paying through the nose on a date with the lovely Keontae. Hey, Detective Gumshoe.
Hey, Bill. Trial today at,
Yes? What about the trial?
Well, I was gonna say good show, but, it wasn't really all that. Though you did say Mr. Edgeworth, I guess. I just wasn't sure how to thank you, you know?
Thanks. This is my badge.
I think it's a little early for you to be proudly waving that thing around. You can be proud of yourself when you get Mr. Edgeworth declared innocent, pal.
Detective Gumshoe? Any idea what strategy Von Karma is planning for tomorrow?
Sounds like he's bringing in another witness, pal.
Another witness? Alright, he said something about that in the trial today.
There were 2 witnesses.
I was wondering who that other witness was. Who was it?
Sorry, pal. As much as I'd like to, I'm not at liberty to divulge that information.
Right. Left.
being texts.
I need at least 3 more drinks before you even think of showing me that badge, pal.
Speaking of drinks, I require beverage.
Something about Edgeworth.
What's up, Bill?
Is he afraid of earthquakes? I never heard anything about that before.
Miss Edgeworth doesn't talk about himself too much, as to see. But there's one thing as clear as day. He made crime the way he does. And him becoming a prosecutor, and him being scared of earthquakes. It all started with that incident.
The DL6 incidents.
Yep, that's the one. 15 years ago, when he saw his father shot before his very eyes. He still feels the pain now. You can see it in his eyes.
I wanted to talk to you about Maya Fey.
Huh? She's not out on bail yet? That's strange. I told him to let her go as soon as they had their report written up. Man, I don't know what would have happened in that courtroom today if it weren't for her. Seeing her getting all dragged out by the bailiff? I'll be honest with you, pal. I shed a tear or two. Mr. Edgeworth was so moved I saw his lip trembling.
Really? Cold as ice, Edgeworth.
I was really grateful for what she did, you know. I'm gonna head back to the station. I'll get the report of Maya and her out as soon as I can.
Thank you. Oh wait, I was wondering, how much is bail gonna be?
Don't worry about that. Mr. Edgeworth is posting the whole amounts.
What? Edgeworth? But he's in jail.
Didn't I tell you? He's grateful for her to what she did. Alright, pal. Well, don't forget to go pick her up, okay?
Maybe I can get Edgeworth to pay this month's rent too. Want some of those beans. There's food and some magazines on the sheets. Takes a pretty tough skin to camp in this cold. Not there yet. Sure is quiet here with nobody around. Right. I have to go get Maya out of that detention cell soon. Hello, Charlie. Mia's favorite potted plant. Its name is Charlie. Maya's gotten the knack of watering it lately. Charlie's been perking up these days. Apparently Mr. Grossberg is on vacation today. Well, I guess I can come back tomorrow if I need anything.
Hey, Nick, you finally came. I just finished the paperwork. I'm free to go.
Free at last, eh?
Those interrogators were really mean. They were like, okay, what did you do this time? Like I'm some kind of criminal. Can you believe it?
Well, they did let you out in the end, didn't they?
Oh, that reminds me. Thanks for bail.
Thank Edgeworth.
Huh?
He posted bail for you, which is definitely a legal thing he can do. Said he was grateful for what you did.
Mr. Edgeworth did that? I have to make it up for him. We've got to win this case, Nick.
What do we got to do? What do you think we should do next?
We're kind of lacking in the clues department. We could go to the park and look for Gordy. I was kidding.
So, if there are any clues out there, the park's as good as bet as any. What do you say? Should we head down there?
Sure. aren't many cops around today, are there?
Probably back at the precinct working up the case against Edgeworth.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, it's Lotta.
Y'all really did it today.
What do we do now?
No, I'm not complaining. See, I did a little thinking. A little self-reflection, you might say. I realized that being a witness is a mighty big responsibility. But I just went up there and started blabbing any old thing that came to mind.
Lotta?
So you see, I want to make it up to y'all.
Make it up? Lotta, here is my badge.
Yep, and I have to say I know exactly squat about that.
It's painfully easy to know when something doesn't catch Lotta's interest. What do you think of the trial?
To be honest, I was doing it half just because I wanted to be a witness. Even though I didn't really see anything. I kind of convinced myself I had, though. I'm sorry, I know I caused y'all a lot of trouble. Well, memory is a tricky, vague little thing. Yeah, I sure know that now. I'll be fine next time I witness a murder. Right.
You mean the first time you witness a murder? Gordy. What about Gordy?
Right. Well, the way I figure, the trial's only stoking the flames of Gordy fever. I'll get my exclusive photos and rocket to stardom. Alright, Lotta, you go, girl. I wish I could be an investigative photographer, too.
Finish your spirit medium training first. Lotta, what do you mean by making it up to us?
Well, you see, actually, I got a bit of information for you.
The least reliable form of evidence. And yet, the whole game is about using eyewitness evidence until it is in the defense's favor.
What? That Von Karma didn't want me to say nothing about it. What information? Now we're getting to the heart of it. See, I reckon we might be able to do ourselves a little exchange.
Exchange? I thought this was to make it up for us.
Well, you see, I don't want to make it up. I want you to do me something. I propose a little exchange to make it up to you. What? Information don't come cheap, my friend. Hey, I see you thinking, my, how unsophisticated these southern folks are. It's written all over your face. Let me tell you, most southerners are way more sophisticated than you. I'm just the exception, okay? Well, what'll it be? We got a deal or no? Or not? What do we do, Nick? Yep, she's from Country U, heart of the heartland, which is a real place, definitely. Don't look it up now.
No deal. I'm sorry, but I've no intention of dealing with you.
Nor do we have any money anyway. You guys make a fine team, you know that. And I can tell you don't have any money, just look at those clothes.
Huh?
Only fair exchange for information is information. Listen good. What I need from you is information about Gordy. Whoa, Gordy?
But Gordy Gordy might not exist.
Then bring me proof that she don't. No, it shows he don't. I'll be keeping watch from the car, okay? You see something, y'all come to me first, got it?
Okay.
Right, see y'all later. Okay, Nick, let's get hunting.
Hunting? For a monster, perhaps? You don't seriously mean...
Gordy, I sure do.
What about Edgeworth?
We're searching for Gordy for him, Nick. Don't you get it?
Okay. And how exactly do you search for a make-believe monster? Maybe we can find a monster myth specialist? There you are.
Hey there, pal. What's up? You look out of sorts. Wait, you didn't go and do something that's gonna hurt Mr. Edgeworth's case again.
What do you mean again?
Whatever, have a seat, pal. I'm here for you if you need anything. Besides money, that is. They pay me in coins. It's not a coin, pal.
How's the investigation proceeding?
It's not really. We have another meeting coming up.
Yes, he is, for some reason, both the worst and the best prosecutor. Worst as in how unprofessional he is, and best because of this hell system where he has gone undefeated for 40 years.
They can't beat my case if I don't let them talk. We're supposed to talk about Mr. Edgeworth's motive.
His motive?
See, Mr. Edgeworth's father died in the DL6 incident, and the guy who got, the lone suspect declared innocent was the victim in this case. Robert Hammond, also known as Wrecking Ball. They're saying that's why Mr. Edgeworth shot him.
Edgeworth never talks about his past. I bet they'll drag that out and hit him with it in court tomorrow, too.
You must shut up now. I am talking. No. It's not your turn yet.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth.
I gotta admit, pal, it doesn't look good, pal.
Gordy. Say, Detective Gumshoe, do you know Gordy?
The monster down the lake in, Gourd Lake? Not personally, no.
Well, we're looking for it.
Huh? Are you out of your minds?
Hey!
You got time to go do wild monster hunting? How about doing a little question for me then?
Oh.
But it is my turn.
I don't care. Stop talking.
Detective Gumshoe is scaring me, Nick.
I told Detective Gumshoe about the deal with Lotta.
Nick, try telling him sooner next time.
Sorry.
I see, pal. Sorry for shouting at you. Okay. Detective Gumshoe will aid your search for Gordy.
Huh?
I'll loan you one of our newest secret weapons for finding evidence.
Really?
You can take whichever one you like, pal.
Secret weapons. Secret tunnel. Yeah. We'll come up on something later that might make you more mad about that.
Okay, give us the goods.
Hold on now, everything in due time. First, let me show them to you. These are our best and brightest. Introducing secret number 1, Missile. Now, we call this the Hornet. Have you ever played Metal Gear Solid 5?
Missile?
He's a canine police dog, still in training. Missile! Here, boy!
Fun fact about this dog. I think the director of the series, this is his dog. Actually named Missile in real life. There is another game where this dog appears, and he also worked on this game. The second that game comes out on PC, I will be playing it. It is called Ghost Trick. And it is amazing.
Here he is.
he's cute. Look, Nick, cute dog.
A cute dog. This will help us how? Woof. Yeah, to my knowledge, Ghost Trick is actually coming out on Steam in like June. And I've already bought it.
The next secret weapon number 2, Ghost Trick, a fishing pole. This here's my personal pole.
Detective Gumshoe? We're looking for a monster.
Yeah?
How are we supposed to catch a whole sea monster with a fishing pole?
Never know till you try, pal. Okay, this next one is the last one.
No, please, I'm already overwhelmed by our choices.
Secret weapon number 3, a metal detector. Here.
Detective Gumshoe? We're looking for something alive,
Right?
how are we supposed to find it with a metal detector?
Hey, you never know, it might be eating soda cans. Well, which will be?
I can't make up my mind, Nick. They all seem so perfect.
I can't make up my mind either, for the totally opposite reason. Although I suppose it can't hurt to borrow one of them. Now, unfortunately, only one of them is the correct answer. Can we borrow that flimsy-looking fishing pole?
Sure thing, pal. Oh, if it breaks, make sure to dispose of it properly, okay?
Right. Fishing pole borrowed from Detective Gumshoe. That wasn't there before. Because the dog is the correct answer.
The Steel Samurai, Nick.
Yo, Maya.
Larry, what the heck is that? Wait, no, he had the other face. Oh, it was my girl's fiance's idea. She was all, if you like it, put it this here. It would be like really cool. Dude, she gave it to me along with the banner.
Wow. That's really impressive she could find those for you.
Well, she knows a lot of people. And that show's finished now, so she got them for free. Right. Edgeworth. Yo, Nick! What happened with Edgy? Well, we made it through the first day in court, all right. I don't know how good our prospects are from here on, though. Oh.
Hey, Larry, did you know that Mr. Edgeworth's secret weakness? He's terrified of earthquakes. He acts like a little boy.
Oh? That's weird. I don't think he was ever like that in school.
No? Really?
Well, we were all in the same class for a little bit. We transferred schools pretty quickly.
Transferred?
Right, when the DL6 incident happened. Doesn't look like Larry knows about it, though. The big samurai. Hey, Larry, when did you get that big thing? Huh? Oh, the big guy. I've had that for about a month, yeah. It's a big hit with the kids. I wasn't it there yesterday. Oh, right. Well, you see, I don't actually have a compressor. Some goat stole it the other day, so I had to inflate it with my mouth.
Okay, no, I don't know if you're gonna meet any tanks, but, you never know what Von Karma will have. You may need this.
The compressor was busted.
Compressor?
Yeah, it's that little unit by... Yeah, it's that little unit by my hot dog stand. That's what I use to put air in the Steel Samurai. Ignore that thing I said earlier about the goat. It broke a little while ago, so I sent it in for repairs.
Oh. Here, I thought you inflated it by yourself.
You know, you can't catch many fish in this lake.
I'm not after small fry. I'm after the biggest fry of them all, Gordy.
You really going to try and fish out a monster?
To save Edgeworth, yes.
Brings us here to my eye in more ways than one.
It's always so quiet here. I wonder if the boat shop is closed for good.
With the murder on the lake and all, they're probably just taking a vacation till it blows over.
I get it. So that wasn't the right area. Okay, Nick, this looks like a good spot.
A good spot for what?
Time to do some fishing.
She's serious. What are you gonna use for bait?
I call my next fitness Gordy.
Whoa, I just realized something. That's not exactly visible. That should be better.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I figured something like something like this would happen. You should have brought Missile along. What the fuck, Nick?
Nick! How could you?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You're gonna love this case.
Yeah. Some jokes are better left untold.
She hit me.
Okay, watch this, Nick.
Just try not to reel in empty cans or boots, okay?
Here we go. Ah, my leg!
Hey, what are you doing?
Sorry, Lotta.
Don't tell me y'all are on some film company's payroll.
Nick, pay her.
My poor wallet. Okay, we did the wrong in one.
Hello, Larry.
We're gonna need that other one. Detective Gumshoe, can we borrow one of the other things?
Yeah, sure, pal. But I have to take back the last one I lent you, department policy. We'll take your pick. Which one will it be?
Can we borrow Missile?
Sure thing, pal. Be good at 'em.
Doggy.
He's so cute.
Oh boy. What did you call it? 250mm tandem warhead borrowed from Detective Gumshoe. I shouldn't go there yet. I actually gotta do something.
Hey, Nick.
Hmm?
Missile's been acting strangely.
Missile. Oh, right. That little creature of the detective. Nick. Hi, I love little doggies. Good boy, good boy.
What's wrong, Missile? Eh! Missile! Missile!
Whoa, stop that thing, cannibal. It's eating my samurai dogs. My samurai dogs.
Wow! He ate every single one.
I'm sorry, Larry. Sorry doesn't pay my bills, Nick. It's gonna have to this time. So Missile was also the incorrect answer, unfortunately. But
Hey, Lotta. Oh, cute. Hey, yours. He's a canine police dog. His name's Missile.
huh? Canines are the ones they use to sniff for things, right? I gotta get out of here. I wonder what Gordy smells like.
Lotta. I hadn't thought about that.
Oops. Okay, so that's not gonna work for soundproofing. So unfortunately, there is a correct answer to what you have to bring. Do I have a sound for that? I gotta get out of here. Give us the metal detector. Detector Gumshoe, can we borrow one of the other things?
Yeah, sure, pal. Better take back the last one,
Detector. Can we borrow that metal detector?
Sure thing, pal.
I'm not sure what we're gonna find with this.
Remember, you're hunting for a monster. Anything is possible. Anything.
Oh, absolutely. And, I don't know if you saw it, but I got a Steam achievement for that called Secret Weapons 3. And yeah, that doesn't show on stream. There we are. I see you recovered. Sorry, Nick. I don't know much about that. I'm a mere seller of hot dogs. What happened? Oops. Don't like that.
Nick, it's beeping. The metal detector found something.
Sure is loud enough about it. Whatever it is, it must be in those bushes. Go check it out, Maya.
Why do I have to check it out? Nick, look.
Huh? An air tank. Maya, this is a landmine. Huh? The valve looks broken. Looks like they haven't made a game for over 12 years.
I thought it was Gordy.
Maya, first of all, why would Gordy be in the bushes? And second of all, why would a metal detector react to a sea monster?
No.
Something wrapped around this air tank. It looks like a string of flags.
Well, we might as well take it with us now that we found it.
It's heavy. Air tank of dubious value retrieved. This air tank is going to be very important to the case, because I'm going to try and get the good ending first try. Oh no. Our killer is Mario. What? An air tank? What about it? Larry, I wanted to ask you about this tank. Have you seen it before? Have you seen this before? Huh? Me? No, never. Who the heck would go diving in the middle of the winter? There's something about the way his eye twitched when he showed him the tank. When I showed him the tank. I think I'd better pursue this line of questioning a little further. What? An air tank? You're not gonna claim that's mine, is it yours? Say, is this air tank yours? Why would I have a thing like that? Look, see how there's a string of flags around the valve? Is that the Netherlands flag or is that the French flag? Interesting. We have a Netherlands, Japanese, American scuba diving in the middle of winter. Just like the string of flags around your steel samurai there. Must be a coincidence. There's a string of flags everywhere these days, like elementary schools and used car dealerships. Look, why would I need a tank anyways to go diving? Use this to inflate that, didn't you? Inflate what? What else? That big puffy steel samurai. Now, why would you go asking me a question like that? Looks like I hit the nail on the head. Right. Actually, see, the compressor I always use was all the fritz, so I tried using the tank to inflate it just once. And, it didn't work. Yeah, we used the inflatable thing for the console TV show. It's quite popular still. As I suspected. It didn't go so well. Oh, yeah. Do you think you could be a little more specific? Come on. Look, it's embarrassing, so I don't want to really talk about it.
Tell us!
Fine. Whatever, it's like what I said, the compressor was busted, so I took the tank and tried to fill the samurai up with that. And then... Oh. The valve busted open and made this incredible noise. And that tank took off there like a rocket, and it took my poor deflated steel samurai with it.
What? Off into Gourd Lake?
Sure scared me out of my gourd, that's for sure. The flying air tank. Oh yeah, the Steel Samurai fandom in universe is pretty active. In fact, there will even be rip-offs of the show in a later game where Phoenix has to do a civil court case with copyright. That's not real.
So the tank of the Steel Samurai you were trying to fill up flew away. What happened next?
Well, all that happened on the 20th. Oh, this all took place on the 24th and 25th. The 20th, a week ago. Now, as far as I could see, the tank went flying out into the lake, so I went out every night in a boat looking for it. I mean, Keontae gave me that Steel Samurai after all.
And when did you find it?
Just the night before last. I flew way out there. It took me 4 whole days to find it. The night before last was the night of the murder. Larry, what is your ethnicity? Sorry for not telling you, Nick. Oh, by the way, I live in the Netherlands. I knew it. Well, you see, I went home before midnight.
So you didn't know about what happened?
No,
That's too bad.
it's not all bad. You've solved one mystery at least.
A mystery?
Maybe we should go tell her. Oh. Remember this tune. This is very obviously the Steel Samurai theme song, but I'm hoping that you'll remember it. Yeah, but I have to say I know exactly squat about that. It's painfully easy to know when something doesn't catch her eye. I have to talk to you first. What happened? I learned about something in today's trial, that's for sure. Testifying a serious business. That's why I decided not to talk about that case anymore. Huh? Well, didn't you say you had information about the case? Tell us that at least. Like I said, I traded for the dirt on Gordy. Gordy? Well, Mr. Lawyer, I got the info y'all need. Y'all got the scoop on Gordy for me yet? Gordy doesn't exist. You can do it, Andy. We believe in you. There is no such thing as Gordy. I should have said he was Gordy. What? How can y'all be so sure? Really, Nick? Y'all got some proof Gordy doesn't exist? Proof that Gordy doesn't exist is out there somewhere. I don't have it yet, but my lawyer instincts tell me the proof is out there. Ha! Nice try, but y'all can't pull the wool over these eyes that easy. That won't work in court either, Nick. Great. Now they're both mad at me. Gordy. Well, Mr. Lawyer? We found him. Huh? Gordy. Oh, we found him already. What? I haven't seen any monsters yet. Y'all for real? Gordy really exists? Wait. I need proof. You get a photo? I have proof. Of course I have proof. No fair, Nick. It was when I went to the bathroom, wasn't it? That's when you made contact with Gordy. Enough jabbering already. Let's see your proof. This is my air tank. Larry's air tank? Sure. What are y'all doing with an air tank? Well, you see, Lotta, if you don't tell us the information, we are going to beat you to death with it. This is Gordy. Excuse me? What exactly are you saying, Nick? There's a stand near here. Red Hot Chili Peppers. A hot dog stand. There's a giant... See, there he is. There's a giant inflatable samurai dog there. About a week ago, an idiot, who happens to be my friend of mine, tried to fill it. He used this air tank, and when the valve blew, the tank flew into the lake. Apparently made a pretty loud bang when it flew.
A bang?
The tank, along with the steel deflated steel samurai, fell into the lake at the same time. A couple was taking a photograph of the lake. This photo.
Wait, so you're saying that Gordy is really the Steel Samurai? Well, that's a fine way to ruin a gal's dreams.
I'm sorry, Lotta. That's okay, you win. I'll give you your info like I promised.
Poor Lotta.
So tell us this information you have. A promise is a promise, I guess. I overheard the cops here saying something about the witness tomorrow. They said he's the caretaker of the boat rental place up the path here.
Boat rental?
New conspiracy theory. Larry is the Steel Samurai, is Gordy.
There's someone there? I mean, it looks so deserted.
Just an old guy living all by himself. Y'all should go check it out.
Thanks, Lotta, we will. Let's get cracking, Nick.
Hold on. While you're mentioning crack, do you still have the dog with you? Something else? Yeah, the night of the murder. My camera clicked twice, you know. I'm going to screenshot what you just said. It's a surprise tool to help us later.
Wait, so you have another photo?
No. Yeah, but there's nothing in it at all, just the lake. I figured it would... That's a third photo. Well, it might not be helpful at all, but here, take it. $11.50. Bye now. Y'all take care. Time for me to pack up and leave. $12.15. Poor Lotta. It's all Larry's fault. The legend still lives on, I guess. The legend? The legend? Yeah, the legend of Larry, familiar to all who know him for any length of time. When something smells, it's usually the butts.
Someone should whip that butts into shape.
Present him, the legend. Yeah, we don't actually need to talk to him.
Hey, Nick. This is the boat shop that Lotta was talking about.
You're right. Doesn't seem to be anyone around at all.
Well, let's go check it out anyway.
Bard. Meg, that you? Hey, is that Keith with you? Where have you two been? I've been worried sick.
Nick, you handle this.
I think I'll leave this one up to you, Maya. Meg,
Yes?
finally made up your mind, have you?
My mind?
You'll run the pasta shop when I'm gone.
Pasta?
Glad to hear it, glad to hear it. You'll make your old man proud. When you kids left the house, I didn't know what to think. How am I supposed to keep this place running, an old man like me? Polly, the kids are home.
Hello. Nick, what was that? A parrot. The one on that perch.
Keith,
Yes?
I'll leave the wet noodle in your capable hands, Sonny.
Nick, what's the wet noodle?
Based on the available evidence, I'll say it's the name of his pasta shop. That's a relief, isn't it, Polly?
Hello. What?
Yep.
He fell asleep.
I guess he's relieved. Ugh!
A pasta shop.
Oh, yep, and to think the way noodle will live on when I'm gone. My father started it, you know, so that makes you two the third generation. Meg.
Yes?
Tomorrow we'll start with the secrets of dough tossing.
Dough tossing?
You too, Keith.
Yes.
You'll be the best pasta wrangler the West has ever seen.
Pasta wrangler? The West isn't pasta from Italy?
Meg,
Yes.
you know the best pasta's always been made west of the Rockies, don't you?
Right, of course, everybody knows that. Nick?
Huh?
How long do we have to keep this all in the family charade?
This old man must know something about the murder. We're not leaving until we find out what that is. Ah! This is a boat rental shop, right? Who are you?
Hello.
Welcome to the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Stream. What are you talking about? This here's the palace of pasta, the wet noodle. Though now that you mention it, we haven't gotten much orders for spaghetti lately. All the kids come up and say, "Yo, dude, we want to ride in one of your boats." That's why I keep them boats out there. Youngsters these days. Darn if I understand them. I'm pretty confused myself.
Nick, this isn't going anywhere.
This old man is a witness tomorrow, right? We gotta find some way of getting information out of him. Let's make sure he's human. Oh, now listen here, Keith. Remember that tricolor pasta we were talking about? Our rainbow aioli? I figured out the last color we should use. Indigo blue.
Indigo blue?
That didn't seem to work it the way I thought it might. Ugh. That's a lawyer's badge.
Yes, it is. I don't believe it. This old guy is the first person to recognize my badge.
I don't have a single clue what's going on. 90% of the time, I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. Huh? Oh, yep, I got you figured out now. You're not Keith!
Nick! He's on to us! Now's our chance to clear things up.
Sir? No, I'm not Keith.
And I'm not Meg either.
We're here investigating the murder that took place on the lake this other night.
Please help us.
A lawyer, huh?
Please, mister.
Alright, I'll help. But on one condition.
What's that?
When this case is over and done, You'll run the wet noodle. Okay. We promise.
Nick, are you sure about this?
Hey, anything to get this case solved. Also, who wouldn't want to eat Phoenix noodles?
I guess so.
That's my boy. Good for you, Keith. Wait, didn't I just say you too, Meg?
Yes?
You bring a tear to your old man's eye, you know. Now, what was that you wanted to know? Speak up, Polly.
Hello. Ah.
Oh yeah, it's one of the few instances where you can actually show someone your badge and it'd be the answer. But after this game, almost everyone will have unique dialogue to you showing them your badge. How do we get them to talk to us? Show them the badge. Fuck. Bard.
Wow, what an amazing parrot that is. Good morning. Hello. It ignored me.
Well, you forgot, Meg. You gotta call her name first.
Her name?
Polly, how you been?
Hello. What?
See?
Neat, so the parrot's name is Polly.
Parrots added to the court record. Get her out of your pocket!
Too bad all she can say is hello.
Old Polly can say lots of things. You just need to know the secret words.
The secret words?
Open sesame.
Polly, what's your name?
Polly! Squawk!
Cute.
Maya's found a new friend.
Look a little safe.
Now don't you go opening that people's safes without their permission, Meg.
Maybe later.
Looks like a kitchen unit. It's pretty clean. Funny, it doesn't look like the type who'd keep things tidy like that.
You're forgetting Nick. He's running a pasta shop here.
That's right, Keith. I'm confused. Yes, a very successful career. She might even get to visit jail again.
Wow, he has a television in here too.
Yep, don't work though.
Really?
I picked it up from the dump after all. I figures that it don't work. Then, why do you keep it? I don't know. It just looks right there. In the summer, I replace it with a mini fridge.
A broken mini fridge?
Of course, I got that from the dump too. Nobody in their right mind would throw away a good cooler. Yep, I seen this. You know something about this, sir? Keith? Yes? It's okay. You can call me Dad. Dad, you know something about this? Yep, the other night, out on the lake.
Yes!
I know all about that. I seen it.
What? Tell us what you saw.
Well, I suppose, since you're taking over their shop and all. Yes, I'd easily trust the bird more than him. We should call the bird to the stand. My memory's gotten worse of late. That's why I just tell everything important to old Polly here.
Everything important? I wonder. Polly, what's the number to the safe?
1228.
All right.
Hey, Polly, watch it, will you?
See, Nick, all takes a little clever thinking.
And a criminal mind.
Quick, Nick, write that number down.
Hey, don't get me involved in your little hide schemes. What did you see? I forgot the time, but it was pretty dark outside. Probably night. Yup. It was after midnight, but okay. Then I heard this bang, so I looked outside, and I heard another one. Bang. A little while later, this boat comes back. Then a young man walked by my window here. He was muttering something to himself. Yep.
What did he say?
Yep. I forgot. I'll remember tomorrow by court time. Promise. I promise.
We need to know earlier than that.
You know what? Little Terry was just here. Terry? Yep, that kid next door. You always used to make him cry, remember? He was wearing this tattered old coat, got himself whiskers growing out of his face. Must be talking about Detective Gumshoe. Comes and tells me to come down to court tomorrow.
Really? You?
Somehow I don't think we're going to get much useful information from this guy. Maya, maybe we should be leaving.
I think you're right. Oh, wait, I had one more question.
Huh?
Polly, have we forgotten something?
Ah! Don't forget deal 6. Ah!
Huh? What did she just say, Nick? One more time, Polly.
Don't forget deal 6. Ah!
What? The Deal 6 incident? Hey, Dad.
This is getting weird. Who is this old guy? Why would that bird Polly know about Deal 6? We've got to figure out who that old man is.
Oh.
What?
He locked the door from the other side.
Who could that old man be? I think it's time to do a little more research on this Deal 6 incident. Maybe I should ask Detective Gumshoe. Von Karma can pretty much, get anyone to say anything.
Alright, here's what you are going to say in court, or I will shoot you and feast on your blood. What is a man?
Hey,
Hey, Bill. Long time no see. You don't look too happy. What's wrong this time?
actually, I wanted to ask you something.
Yeah?
You know the boat rental shop down at Gourd Lake?
Oh, yeah. The
old man who runs it is appearing as a witness in court tomorrow, right?
Huh? How'd you... That was supposed to be top secret, Bill.
Do you know who that old man is, Detective?
Glad you asked. I have no fucking clue. He's a bit of an odd bird. I haven't been able to get a straight answer out of him. At first, he wasn't persuasive enough to stand and testify as witness, but Von Karma said, "Oh no, bring him in court." That's why we called Mr. Lothar yesterday. As for who he is, we have absolutely no idea.
Sounds suspicious.
Law school. I have no need for law school. Von Karma, did you really say that? In the courtroom? I would like that stricken from the record.
Detective Gumshoe, please help us.
Huh?
We need to know more about the Deal 6 incident. That was when Edgeworth's father died.
Yes, I did, Judge. Now shut up. Shh, that was supposed to be a secret. Shut the fuck up.
I can't help but think that it has something to do with this current case.
To tell the truth, pal, I don't know much about Deal 6 either. Mr. Edgeworth forbade us from reading the file. So, I'm afraid I can't show them to you either, pal.
What?
However, if you can convince me somehow that the Deal 6 incident is related to this case, well, I guess I'd consider opening the file up.
Did you know?
Bird. What's that, a parrot? Were you just having that in your pallet, in your pocket? Your Polly Pocket?
The old man at the boat rental shop's parrot. The parrot knew about that incident.
That incident.
Deal 6.
What?
Polly, have we forgotten something? Let me check my phone real quick. Okay, no messages.
Alright. Don't forget Deal 6. What? Huh? I'm pretty sure that old man must have taught her that word.
Yeah, but how would an old man know about the incident?
Wait, what if? What if that old man was connected to Deal 6?
Nick, you think he might be?
I get you. Sounds like you need information on the Deal 6 incident. Though there is the station's records room. I'll give you special permission to go and find what you need.
All right, way to go, Detective Gumshoe. Okay, Nick, to the records room.
Guess it's time we faced Edgeworth's past.
Wow, it's amazingly dusty.
10 years of files and 10 years of dust, I guess.
Let's find that Deal 6 stuff, quick.
15 years ago. 5 years before the police department was built. Both me and Edgeworth were both 9 years old. We were almost through with 4th grade when he suddenly transferred. Because of Deal 6?
Nick, I found out where the file is.
Oh, thanks.
Just let me know what you want to know about the Deal 6 incident. I'll go get the right file.
Well, first I have to get a handle on the main facts, like a summary.
Right,
Summary. Found it.
here you go.
December 28th, 2001. 15 years ago. That means this game takes place in 2016.
That's exactly 15 years ago from the day after tomorrow.
So in 2 days, the case is closed. The incident took place in the elevator of the district courthouse.
What? Is this the same district courthouse where we're holding the trial now?
Looks like it. There was a large earthquake at 2 p.m. on that day. Part of the court building collapsed and all the lights went out.
Wow, that was some earthquake.
At the time, 3 people were trapped in the elevator. It took 5 hours for them to be rescued.
5 hours? That would be scary like that in the dark.
There was a lack of oxygen in the elevator and the survivors were unconscious.
The survivors?
One of the 3 in the elevator had been shot in the heart. And you're to blame. That was Mr. Edgeworth's
father, wasn't it?
He said his father was shot before his very eyes. So Miles Edgeworth was one of the other passengers in the elevator. Do you have data on the victim, Edgeworth's father?
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, they, like, air packaged them. Sealed them like a Flex Seal. Victim.
Here, found it.
Gregory Edgeworth, 35, defense attorney. If he were still alive, he'd be 50. Hello, Clark Kent. He had lost that day's case in court and got in the elevator with his son Miles.
Miles?
Miles Edgeworth, of course.
So he was in the elevator with his father.
From the angle of the bullet and other evidence, it could not have been a suicide. The murder weapon, a pistol, was found in the elevator. The pistol had been fired 2 times. The elevator was flex sealed. They broke the glass, but the bullet bounced off and hit Gregory in the heart. Where have I heard that before? Huh? Sounds just like this current case. What's going on here? Got any data on the suspect in there?
That would be the guy that my mom got arrested.
Hold on. This is it. The man arrested as a suspect in Deal 6 was Yanni Yogi. He was a clerk in the court, apparently. So he must have been the 3rd person in the elevator.
Well, then he had to have done it.
But he was found innocent thanks to his defense lawyer, Robert Hammond.
Hammond, the victim in our case.
Right. The suspect, Mr. Yogi, was oxygen deprived, so much so that he had brain damage. He lost all memory of being in the elevator. After he was declared innocent, he disappeared.
Where could Yogi have gone to, I wonder?
He may be closer than we think. I guess I know generally what happened in DL6 now. I still don't know what sort of impact the whole thing had on Edgeworth.
Nick, are we going to take the whole file? There's too much. We'll never get it out.
You're right. How about we just take what we think we'll need? Right. That's probably all we'll be able to find here. Now all that's left in the trial tomorrow. I wonder how Dad will do testifying in court. The parrot is actually Yanni Yogi. Okay, I have to sit up before I do this guy's voice.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
Defense is ready, Your Honor.
Very well. Apparently the prosecution is also ready.
Who's the judge here, anyways? Did it stop? Nope, didn't stop. Thank you for the follow. Kreider. I'll say the last part of your name.
Very well. No opening statement, so... Not so fast, Judge. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking. Right, of course.
Hello, Alistor. Thank you for the follow.
A prediction. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now.
Oh yes, there is a good ending and a bad ending to this case. Specifically, this trial. So, I think I collected everything I need for the good ending.
Mr. Von Karma, what is the meaning of your statement just now? Must you question everything? It will be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'll call my witness now. Right. I call my witness, my decisive witness, to the stand.
It's that mysterious boat shop owner.
Called the parrot. Witness, state your profession.
Testing. Oh.
It's happening again.
I'm the proprietor of the restaurant at Wet Noodle at Gourd Lake. And I also rent boats.
The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct?
Yep, I was.
Please testify.
Wait a second.
In 3 minutes, I will shoot everyone. I would like that stricken from the court record.
We still haven't heard who this old guy is. Wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet.
Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. Bah! I have predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate.
Yeah, right.
The witness will state his name.
Well, I'm not really sure, yep.
What do you mean?
My memory.
Your Honor, the witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Very truthfully, the most reliable witness we have. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name.
Can't recall his own name, you say?
Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify. I promise.
Very well. Let's hear his testimony then, shall we, witness? The night of the murder. It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight, yep. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats as usual. Then I heard a bang, yep. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating out on the lake. Then I heard another bang. Just about then, the boat coming back to the shore and a man walks by my window.
Very well, I believe him. I'd like to begin the cross-examination. There's nothing to question in my witness's testimony. Ergo, no need for cross-examination. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up.
It's true. I was followed just 4 minutes ago.
Judge, your verdict now.
Yes. Mr. Wright? I'd like to cross-examine. What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness.
Very well, you may begin.
Mr. Von Karma?
Excuse me? 3 minutes just passed.
I see. Well, then, let's just take our time. You may cross-examine the witness. It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight, yep. Just after midnight, you say? Yep, just around then. Are you sure? Pretty sure, yep. When I talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about the time. I'm surprised you seem so sure about it today.
I asked him and he remembered. Isn't that right?
Don't glare at me like that. I remembered it clearly, I did, yep.
You see? Continue.
I was in the restaurant. What is a restaurant? Is there anyone who can verify that? Well, I guess Polly could. That's not good enough for a court of law.
Mr. Wright, exactly what's not good enough?
Your Honor, this Polly is a parrot.
Parrots.
Don't be so hard on the girl, Keith boy.
Keith? The prosecution concedes that we cannot prove the witness was in the shop. Witness, please, continue.
Then I heard a bang, yep. And where did the bang seem to come from? Oh, from the lake, I figure.
Are you certain?
Yep.
Good. Continue.
When I looked out on the boat, I saw a boat. When I looked out on it, just a floating on the lake. And then you just skipped that dialogue. You meant to press, dumb truck. Was there someone in the boats? It was pretty far out there. I couldn't see clearly. But I figured the two men out there. There was two men out there, yup. But you couldn't see them clearly. Yup, at the time, that is. At the time. Then I heard another bang. So you heard 2 gunshots total. Well, isn't that funny? Yup. That's what Lotta said in her testimony yesterday. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore and a man walks by my window. By your window? Yup, by my window, right outside the window of my little shack. And could you see the man's face? Well, the fog was pretty darn thick, but he was right there in front of me. I saw him.
This is a rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony.
I have a bad feeling about this. That man was a defendant. He was saying, I can't believe he's dead. Are you sure? Uh-oh. Dad! Ugh. Dead certain, Keith. He said, I can't believe he's dead, as he was walking by, too.
Fitness, are you sure that the person you saw was Miles Edgeworth?
It was him, that Edgeworth boy. Ah! Dad? Dad? Dad!
This sounds like decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubts.
Von Karma. He lured me into the cross-examining so he could set me up for a fall. Nick! I don't like the way things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us. We better act quicker, this trial's gonna be over. Fortunately, I got just the evidence to prevent us from getting the bad ending. Your Honor, we proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun.
Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun? And the photograph showing a man firing with his left hand?
Exactly.
There's a simple answer to that contradiction. The photo was lying. This is quite easily explainable. He could have wiped his prints after he fired. You're ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything in this witness's testimony is true.
Judge is lost in thought. What should I do? Raise an objection. Your Honor, this witness claims that Edgeworth said, I can't believe he's dead, but his word is all we have. If he were telling a lie...
Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells all. You see, he wiped his prints off the gun, and then forgot he did that and picked it up with his other hand. It's that simple, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Shut up! Apparently, you have yet to realize even this basic fact. If you say his testimony is a lie, show us proof!
Ugh. Nick, do we have evidence? It's no good. There's nothing I can... Fuck. I must have missed something. Are you sure? To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore. Please. Can you hear me, sis? Please. We need your help. Nick needs you.
"3 minutes was perhaps too high an expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record." "Enough. The witness may leave the stand." This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial, nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendants. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts.
What? No.
The court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, guilty. The accused will surrender to the court immediately, to be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date. Can I try that again? That is all. This court is adjourned.
Wait!
Oh, who was that just now? Me!
Huh? What? Larry?
What are you doing here? Listen, you gotta listen to me. I was there in the park the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday, but today I remembered it. Remembered what? The gunshot. I heard it too. What?
What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment.
One moment, Mr. Von Karma. So, you say you heard a gunshot? Yeah, I did. A gunshot that night. I was sitting here in the audience, listening to the testimony. Then I realized something he said was different from what I remember. Anyhow, I can't just sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify. Order! Order! Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court. I'm not quite sure how to proceed.
Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over.
Nick! This is it! Larry's given us one final chance at this. She's right. If only it wasn't Larry. He could make things even worse. Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick! It doesn't get any worse! You're right. Okay. Your Honor, if there is another witness, it is our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now.
A waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned.
No, it can. Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard.
What is this?
I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now!
What?
The court will adjourn for 5 minutes of recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. Court is adjourned.
So I may have lied about the fact of there being a bad ending. Ooh.
Karma, in case you have not noticed, I am at the judge's table. You are at the prosecutor's stand. Are you aware of what that means? You are the one who must shut up.
That was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. I've seen worse. Yeah, right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there. Larry was at the lake that night? Yes. He said he went looking for the steel samurai balloon that flew into the lake. Oh, right. He found the balloon and the air tank that night. Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth? You say something right? Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? It's nothing. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. What's that? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? Oh, well, you see, I just wiped them off after I shot him, and then I picked the gun up. Does that seem at all believable to you? When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. I was just thinking about Gumshoe and Phoenix Wright. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor in the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really.
I see.
Right? Yeah? This might be our chance. Our chance? Von Karma has only run perfect trials. Perfect trials? Ah. Perfectly prepared witnesses, perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify in court. And that someone is Larry. What are you getting at? You're fucked. It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right?
That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth.
Now's our chance, Wright. I can't fix him, but at least I can fuck him. Hey, it was 15 minutes. 15. Everything's on Larry now.
Gonna take a sip.
Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything that you saw on the night of December 24th.
Right, leave it to me. Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Von Karma didn't even have time to prep his witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. So, I was looking, I was there. That night I was out in a boat on the lake. I was looking for something and I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back in the rental shop dock. Then, as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I thought, oh, there was someone just shot around here. I'm getting out of here.
That was an unusually vague testimony, even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor.
What's wrong, Nick?
It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared.
Well, you've come this far. There's no way to go but forward, Nick.
The night of the murder.
That night I was out in a boat on the lake. Something wrong, Mr. Wright?
There's so many things wrong, I don't even know where to begin. Well, okay, first of all, what time was it?
Well, it was after 11 o'clock when I went out in the boat. By that time, everyone had gone home for the night. So I waited until the coast was clear, so to speak.
And why were you out on a boat at such a late hour?
I was looking for something and I found it.
Oops.
You're gonna do that a lot, aren't you?
Looking for something?
Alright, so, you heard about, my girlfriend Keontae. Are you aware what cucking is, Phoenix?
Not now, Larry.
Yeah. Mr. Butts, what is it you were looking for?
What the witness was searching for is irrelevant. Most likely he was hunting for this Gordy.
That's surprisingly close to the truth in a sense.
This is all irrelevant. Let's get it over with.
So I quietly slipped the boat back into the rental shop.
What's a rental shop? Around what time was that?
I'm glad you asked. I figured I was out searching for about an hour, so I guess it was around 12, yeah. You're not sure? Hey, don't give me that face. I'm
not some sort of human sundial, okay? People use watches these days, Larry. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. Oops. Where did the sound come from? Yeah, well, I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around, you know.
Did you look at the lake?
Yeah, I looked. I looked out over on the lake, but I didn't see a boat. Was there a boat on the lake?
Order! Order! Well, Mr. Butts?
Whoa. Everybody just calm down, okay? I mean, it was real foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat out there or not. Oh, okay, no problem. That's just the most important part of this case. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. So you only heard one bang, correct? Yeah. Huh. Well, Nick? It was a pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it? I guess I should just start working on the contradictions. Sorry. I wish I could be more helpful. I wish I could call my sister. Right. I think I can focus on this again. Wait a second, Larry. What? You only heard one bang, you sure? That's what I said. But Miss Lotta Hart testified yesterday that she heard two bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard two gunshots that night. Huh? Huh? Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said? Yo, Nick, please. Of course I wasn't. Huh? You know, something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay?
Mr. Butts,
What?
you only heard one gunshot. Are you sure?
Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure.
Huh?
Not sure? How could you be not sure? Yeah, well... You see, I don't know. You're not implying Von Karma was tampering with the evidence, were you? Well, he told me to say no if you asked that. I might have missed the other gunshot. I was listening to something else. Something else. My radio, dude, with my headphones. What?
Order! Order! And stop that booing! Mr. Butts, you were listening to the radio with your headphones?
Yeah, so what? That's a crime? I listen to my radio. Everybody listens to the radio. What's the big deal?
Mr. Von Karma, your opinion? Waste of time. I do not accept this witness, nor his shoddy testimony.
Well, Mr. Wright, should he continue the testimony? Didn't want to do that.
Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost.
Very well, Mr. Butts. Be sure to give your testimony and be sure to include the details like your radio. Right, leave it to me. I wouldn't if there was any other way out of this, believe me. What Larry heard. It's lonely being alone on Christmas, not Eve. That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio, see? I was listening to it real booming loud like, but I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too.
You were listening to your radio at a high volume.
Yeah, what's the big problem? Can't a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country? I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is.
Judge, can you believe the words this witness says? What they heard was probably nothing than a drum beat from the radio.
True enough. It is difficult to believe this testimony.
What, Your Honor? The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot.
Excuse me? DJ?
An announcer, the guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is, when he heard the sound playing, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor.
Very well, Mr. Wright.
Can't believe I'm continuing this charade. What Larry heard.
It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an all the requests show on the radio, see? I was listening to it real booming loud like, but I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too. Oh, this is cross-examination. So you turn on the radio? Right. I just wanted to hear someone's voice, you know. You don't know what it's like out there, alone on Christmas Eve, alone.
I shouldn't have said anything.
That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio.
You by any chance remember the name of the program you're listening to?
This has nothing to do with the case, Your Honor.
Objection sustained. The witness was listening to the radio. That is all we need to know. Tell us, Mr. Butts, how loud was your radio set to that night? I was listening to it real booming loud like.
Real booming loud.
Yeah, you know.
And you had headphones on.
Yep. I wouldn't think you could hear anything going on outside at all. But I'm sure I heard that gunshot.
Can you prove that? No, of course you can't.
Oh, no, I can't prove it. But I remember the moment real clear. I mean, while I was talking about it, it came back to clear to me, you know. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too.
What did she say?
Mr. Wright, please cease these pointless questions. What possible good could come from knowing what the DJ radio said? What possible good could knowing what the DJ radio said do to us?
Indeed, Mr. Von Karma has a point. I'll allow the question only if you see some reason why we should care.
We should care. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should.
Why?
I don't know. Well, how do you know if we don't ask him?
Fine, very well. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot? Just when she said, "Hi, it's almost Christmas," I heard a gunshot.
I'm gonna actually cross-examine that one. Are you sure?
Of course I am. She had this real sexy voice.
Maybe Von Karma's right. I'm not sure how that helped us at all. This is the most ludicrous testimony I've ever heard. But there's one gleaming ray of hope in there. I gotta press it until we get to the bottom of what happened.
It's lonely on Christmas Eve.
Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct?
Huh? What's with the face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare that easy. Boo! Ah! Is something the matter, Mr. Wright?
Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," when he heard the gunshot.
Indeed. And?
Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve.
That would be the case, yes.
But that contradicts two testimonies we have heard so far, Your Honor. Both Miss Hart and the old man said it was after midnight when they heard the shots. In other words, when they heard the gunshots, it was already Christmas. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. One gunshot from him and 2 from them. Fired 3 times.
What does this mean? The 2 prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight.
Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plain mistaken. Just look at him, suspicious. Vote him out.
What? Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Butt's claim he heard the gunshot before midnight?
Larry's right. Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard that gunshot before midnight.
Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim.
Oh, I forgot he made me do that.
Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight.
Well, I'm glad you asked, because for you see, I am a lawyer. And I have a gun. This is my evidence. You are going to declare him innocent, Your Honor. Or I will shoot myself.
The murder weapon.
Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When then was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. That 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight.
Order! Order! I guess that would make sense out of yesterday's testimonies.
You wasted our time again with your empty statements. Yes, the pistol was fired 3 times. But do you have any proof that it was fired before midnight? Do you have proof that the witness didn't just think he heard something?
Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Do you have evidence that proves there was a gunshot before midnight? Do you have evidence that proves Mr. Butts wasn't just hearing things?
Taken at 2:15. An empty lake taken automatically before Christmas at 11:50. Larry might be an idiot, Your Honor, but he's not a liar.
Nick! Fuck you.
This is my evidence. This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. Timestamps on the photo read December 24th, 11:50 p.m.
Oh, yeah. But there's nothing on the lake in this picture.
Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It is why this photograph exists at all.
What do you mean?
Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises.
Aha!
Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, there was a gunshot at the time that Larry claims.
Order! Order! That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night at the lake.
Exactly. If this was true, there were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you? Why?
Uh-oh. I'd better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes. Ah! What's wrong, Nick? I have it. I have it! Huh? Remember the case with the Steel Samurai? Huh? Yeah, of course I remember. The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case. What do you mean? Maya. Yes? Yes? If we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I got a hunch. I'm gonna run with it. Alright, I mean, is this safe? Safe? We've already got a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You just watch me and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay? Right, Nick? Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Wright?
The testimony just now has cleared up this entire case.
What do you mean, Mr. Wright?
So you finally realize the truth. There can be no other murderer here than Mr. Edgeworth himself.
Wrong, Von Karma. A man was shot on that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting.
No. Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, one boat was on the lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant Edgeworth and the victim Robert Hammond were on that boat. There was a gunshot fired on that boat, and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on that boat.
I admit it is hard to imagine that any other possibility.
Yes, but this assumes the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. However, the autopsy report says it was sometime on the 24th or 25th, which is pretty vague, but I'm gonna work with that.
What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright?
We have photographic evidence of the time of shooting. The timestamp on the photo says 15 o'clock. But Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before he was shot on the lake. That's the only way Edgeworth could be innocent.
Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the two men on the boat are.
It was the murderer and Hammond. It was Edgeworth and the murderer. It was Edgeworth and Hammond. Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth.
What? Are you serious?
Yes, Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake at that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place.
I'm not sure what to make of all this.
Ludicrous.
Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then.
The murderer's name, right? It's lot of heart. I don't know. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name.
You don't know?
Again you waste my time.
I don't know because he never told us. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop, that old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond.
The caretaker of the boat shop? Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then.
Why would he have to go all the way out on the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of the crime was not on a boat?
What? Well then, where did the murder take place?
Show the judge where the murder really took place. Here, of course, the boat shop, where he lives. That way he could meet with the victim without anyone seeing.
Do you have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime?
Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. He was fucking around on the lake for a while. That night, he was out on the lake in a boat, searching for something. He finds it and merges with another boat. Then, just as he's starting to head home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned the boat?
The boat shop. Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Gordon Lake? Please tell the court, and from the beginning.
Yes, Your Honor.
Nick, are you sure about this?
Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning and I take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. As you saw, Polly witnessed everything. This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then he got in a boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake.
Then who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright?
Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose.
Wait a minute.
Yes?
Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone?
Details.
Notice, Mr. Wright, the moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice.
Because the first shot missed. To create a witness. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor.
Create a witness?
The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and he fires again. Then, the murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him.
I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other.
The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop in the freezing cold water in the middle of winter. Then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body and threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake.
Bailiff, bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker. Quickly. Very well. While we are waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said.
Yes?
Well, why did you go to the lake that night?
What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes, several days ago I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me.
Something important?
I'm sorry, I can't say what it was.
Your Honor, sir! Bailiff, we are conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet. The witness has disappeared! He isn't at the boat shop either! What? What should I do? Find him, quickly! We cannot allow him to get away. Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared.
Oh, that's so very unfortunate. A search warrant has already been issued.
It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned.
Hey, Nick, you did it.
Yeah. At least we got out from under that guilty verdict.
And what about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out.
Sure, once I sifted through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time. I know what you mean.
I know what you mean.
Just hear Von Karma in the other room beating Larry to death.
You gave.
Sometimes it feels like it's us on trial instead of our clients.
Hey, Edgeworth.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Did you say something?
Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You could try to smile just a little. Relax.
I'm sorry, but I fear it's not over for me yet. What do you mean? Right? There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now, and I don't know whether or not to tell you. Edgeworth? No. There's so little time left. I want to tell you to get it off my chest, but... I can't make up my mind. What is this about, Edgeworth? It's a nightmare I've had. I'm being chased by a clown, but it's also a monkey. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? I falsified an autopsy report. Oh, I know about that. A memory of a murder. To be continued. I got through that fast. Day 3. Investigation. Yeah, I'll continue. Sorry, just checking Discord. Some random guy shot a gun at me and jumped into the lake. My mind just, I heard a gunshot and it reversed the circumstances in my head, made me believe I shot him.
What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about?
A memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of murder.
Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed?
I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently. But he never takes someone's life. Never.
Nick.
Yo, how's everyone doing? What'd you think of my performance today? I had him swooning in the aisles, huh, Maya?
Swooning? Me? Oh, yeah. I do remember feeling faint.
Right on. Tell me the truth. It was like love at first sight, right? Right, Nick?
Huh? Me? Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two.
I think you can do better than that. Come on, I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy. You guys should be bowing before me, yeah. Bow before your hero.
Do I have to talk to you? I don't. Edgy the Hedgy.
Hey, pal. Long time no see.
Oh, Detective Gumshoe.
Close one today, huh? I got so worked up I snapped my tie in half.
Sorry about that.
No problem, pal. Thanks to you, we know who did it.
You mean the boat shop caretaker?
Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come with me. It's my duty to you as a police officer. Now I'm off to catch me a criminal.
Larry at this point is not too annoying to me. However, he gets much worse when he reappears, as he is a reoccurring character.
Detective Gumshoe sure is active today.
Oh, one other thing. No one can go into the woods today.
The woods? Where Lotta was camping?
Yeah, they found some, the woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. No one could go in for a while.
Guess Lotta's in a lot of trouble.
I waited for this. Just this moment. Oh, I downloaded way too many sounds.
Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow.
The Steel Samurai's gone. Huh? The Steel Eyesore is missing.
Eyesore?
Looks like the hot dog stand is closed too.
I guess Larry's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth's shop for work. That old caretaker got away.
Yep.
I never imagined he might be the real murderer.
I know that clearing of the throat anywhere.
Aha! Hello! What might you be doing here? Out for a walk, hmm? Ah, the days of my youth, like the scent of a fresh lemon, you see.
Mr. Grossberg, there's no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow.
Yes, that is true, yes. But from what I saw on today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right?
Well, I'm not so sure about that.
Oh, what do you mean by that?
Well, I'm not sure.
If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance.
Thanks. Bye.
What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyway?
Who knows? I missed. No clues here. But rental shop. Doesn't look like anyone is around.
Caretaker must have run for the hills, huh?
Yeah, looks like it.
You didn't seem like a bad person. Nobody's home. Hello. Hey, it's Polly. I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly. Hello. I can't believe he'd run off and leave his poor parrot to fend for herself. Hello. Maybe I should take care of Polly, Nick.
You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. The police know about her anyway. I'm sure they'll do something.
Well, okay.
Just like Metal Gear Solid 2. He could walk the whole time.
Sorry, Polly. He says I can't take you.
Great, now the bird's gonna hate me.
That reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the number to the safe, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Polly, what's the number to the safe?
1228.
Let's open it, Nick. Come on.
I'm sure there isn't any money in there.
Oh, but hey, he keeps it locked, right? So there must be something of value in there.
I'm not so sure.
Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there.
Guess there might be a clue or two. The only thing in here is a letter.
A letter? Oh, boring.
There's no name or signature on this thing. It's handwritten in very precise, clear letters. So a computer wrote it. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth?
Nick, why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here? How should I know? I was going to read the whole thing.
Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says, this is your last chance. No. Mr. Burns, now's the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth. Calling Edgeworth out on the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in court. It's all here, in perfect detail.
What do you think it means, Nick?
I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions.
But who could have written that letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth?
Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This note details the murder and setup. Goodbye, Polly. Please don't make me talk down. Still here, huh? Goodbye. He's out again.
When does he work anyway?
No, don't be harsh. Guess we'll have to. Fuck. Looks like the Detective Gumshoe hasn't gone back yet. Gumshoe? Gumshoe, he won't be coming back today.
Oh, really?
He said there was some guy he had to arrest by tomorrow. The boat shop caretaker. He shouted something about catching him if it's the last thing I do, pal. Good luck, Gumshoe. He's gonna make me talk to him. Larry, you really helped out in the trial today.
You did. If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty.
But seriously, Nick, that boat shop caretaker guy is pretty suspicious, but Edgy ain't off the hook yet.
Way to spoil the mood, Larry.
Yeah, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know. From where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty edgy. I mean, can you really know he's telling the truth about that night?
Nick?
I don't know. But what I do know is I'm gonna believe in you two until the end.
Us two?
Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right?
Nah, he means me, right, Nick?
Yeah, you, Larry. Fuck you, Maya.
Not me. But why you, Larry?
Yeah, Nick is an asshole.
Huh? Actually, yeah, why me, Nick?
Enough with the silent treatment.
Edgeworth.
Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true, but when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think?
You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney.
Wait, was that when you two were classmates?
Yes, in grade school. Cue the reminiscence music. They saved me, Miles and Larry. They saved me, and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know.
What? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about?
Huh? I'm glad you asked. Sorry, I kind of forgot.
Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm gonna hear this story today, and that's final.
Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial. A class trial.
A class trial?
You remember, Larry? Spring, end of 3rd grade. A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen.
Lunch money?
Our school is really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home.
Huh? I see.
Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared, with $38 still inside. I can see why you forgot, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class.
So, they really thought you did it.
Yeah, the kids in class said I should be put on trial.
Trial?
So the next day we held a classroom trial with me as the defendant.
I didn't do it.
Guilty, he did it.
Guilty, it was you.
Thief, give us the money back. You're such a meanie. No one play with him. I just admitted you did it. You can't hide the truth. Tell us the truth. We're not gonna play with you anymore. Yeah, no borrowing my eraser. You should be allowed in the relay class or the library committee. Give me back my 50 cents I loaned you. Hey, did you rob the bank the other day?
Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. Go over and apologize, Phoenix. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad. I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went to the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened.
He shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed. Amateurs.
Miles.
It wasn't you who stole my money, was it?
No.
And you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent.
But Miles, it was your money that was stolen.
Yeah, he did it. He's the one. We don't need proof. Make him say he's sorry. Why don't you all just shut up?
Why don't you all just shut up? This is always how it is. Everybody getting up and picking on one person. Just think about how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it.
Very well. I will replace the money myself. This class trial is over. That's the first time I actually saw the teacher. I didn't realize she was in that photo. That's how it happened. After that, the three of us were the best of friends.
Wow, I had no idea.
Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot.
That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone, without a friend in the world.
You did a good thing, Larry.
Yeah, well, it was just lucky that I took that day off from school.
What? You were there. Your Honor, I think he's full of horseshit.
If I'd been there, they would have thought that I'd done it. So I took it kind of personally, see?
When something smells, it's usually the butts. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after that class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney.
I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father.
I'm going to become a defense attorney, just like my father. A famous defense attorney.
Then a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school.
The DL6 incident.
Right. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death.
That's so sad.
It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like Dark Suspicions of a Demon Attorney. Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything.
Well, why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all.
That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him. I didn't know how many times. He never replied.
I guess he didn't want to see his old friends.
I couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he had become who he became. That's when I decided.
Wait, you don't mean? That's why? That's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth?
Yes, I took the bar exam to meet this man. If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not. In court. I took 7 years of law school. Edgeworth believed in me, and I believe in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him.
Whoa, Dick. So, is that why you helped me out for free?
You're gonna pay me, right? I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying that I'd do it for free.
Aw, Nick.
Nick! We have to save Mr. Edgeworth. If it's the last thing we do, okay?
Right. It very well may be.
First, there's that rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is.
Maya, we were just there. I'll settle for who. I guess I can clean out some of the evidence. Don't do that, Phoenix.
How much evidence did... My air tank's gone! Nick!
Can I see him now? You look as grim as always.
Mr. Edgeworth, I heard a story about the class trial.
Class trial? What do you mean?
You don't remember?
No, I don't.
Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it, in 3rd grade?
Lunch money? Oh, right, yes. I seem to remember something like that.
Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers.
Well, that was probably only really mattered to me anyway. That was fucking traumatizing.
Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? That trial was the reason Nick became...
Ridiculous.
Gee, thanks.
That said, it does sound kind of like the thing you do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, right? So simple, to a fault even.
Well, maybe, yeah, but I think you changed too much, Edgeworth.
Perhaps.
Hey, Edgeworth, why did you become a prosecutor anyways? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right?
I couldn't let myself deny reality like you.
What do you mean?
My father was taken from me, and you want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, Wright, but I'm not that good of a person.
One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right?
Yes, the man entrapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter, any way you look at it, and then he stole a picnic basket afterwards. Yet he was found innocent. As defense attorney got him off the hook. That'd be Robert Hammond. It so makes me so mad. Looking at his face, I could just shoot him. That was a formative memory. On that day 15 years ago, the three of us were trapped in the elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I had lost all memory of the murder. Lost your memory? Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in court. He claimed Yanni Yogi had not been of sound mind due to the oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to a lack of evidence. Innocence. Wish they could do that for us. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys. Prosecutor Von Karma. What's your relationship with Von Karma? He's my teacher, and a man who deserves respect as long as your name is not anyone, really. I learned everything I know of courtroom techniques from him.
So he's like my sister was to you, Nick.
He's a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life. He is obsessed with doing everything perfectly.
I will come in 3 minutes.
Perfectly, huh?
In all cases he has taken on, none were left unsolved, and not one suspect was declared innocent. Ever.
But that's...
I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does is his job to perfectly find the suspect guilty. Perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Excuse me, I need a drink. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away. Edgeworth? If what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow.
He's right. Now's no time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth.
It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit. No kidding. Edgeworth, see this letter? This came out of the safe in the shack where that boat rental caretaker lives. Alright. We're going to be seeing a problem with this case that I have personally. I see. Revenge on me?
Who is that old guy anyway?
I don't know. Could he be an innocent defendant you got declared guilty or something? Nice, right? But I don't remember that old man. Not at all.
So he was following this letter then?
Which means there was someone else behind it.
Now is the time to get revenge on the 2 men who ruined your life.
More like a plot thing. 2 men, meaning myself and Robert Hammond?
It also says this is your last chance.
Last chance. Wait, maybe. Maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations on the DL6 incident. Wait, that old man.
What is it? Do you know who he is?
Yogi. Could he be Yogi?
Yogi?
The suspect in the DL6 incident. The one who was found innocent. Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in the elevator together 15 years ago. The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long, it felt like forever. The earth thinned and the darkness closed in on us in that little box. We became unsettled.
Help! I can't breathe.
Quiet. I said quiet. You're not making this any easier.
I want to get out. Help! Help us get out!
Don't shout. You'll use up more oxygen.
That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in the hospital bed, staring up at the ceiling. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed the courts and Yogi was found innocent.
Huh, but isn't that strange? This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take revenge on you?
Right. Are you aware of the law they passed where all elevators in courtrooms need to be hermetically sealed? I didn't think so.
Yeah?
There's something that's been troubling me the last few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you. You mean the nightmare? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed. A memory of murder. I think the time has come to tell all. For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. Not the one with the clown. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time.
What kind of dream?
It's a dream about my father's killing in the dock.
Help, I can't breathe.
Quiet. I said quiet, you're not making this any easier. Objection.
I want to get out. Help, get us out.
Don't shout, you'll use up more oxygen.
I can't breathe. You're using up my air.
What?
Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you.
Ah, what are you doing?
Stop breathing my air.
No, Father. He's talking Father.
Then I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from that day in court or the bailiffs. In a daze, I pick up the pistol. And I throw that shit at him. Get away! I throw it twice. Get away from my father! And with that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years.
But that's just a dream, right? Right?
The thought is the only thing that has kept me sane for the last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shout out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father.
What?
If you think about it that way, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me.
Wait, Edgeworth. You mean?
It was me. I was the true criminal of DL6. I shot my father. This is bad.
What are we going to do, Nick? What can we do?
I don't know. I don't think there is anything we can do, like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe.
There is, Nick. There's someone else who knows about DL6.
Now we're here. Mr. Grossberg. Ah, hello there. What's wrong? You look troubled.
No kidding! I can't believe you're not.
My. Just calm down and tell me what happened,
It's Mr. Edgeworth. He...
I see. So Edgeworth dreamt he shot his own father.
It's only a dream, only a dream.
I wonder.
What?
If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled,
Well,
Also, consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep, he'd want to frame him for murder.
This leads me to surmise that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream, it was real. As you imagined. Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired, and the deed was done.
No, I don't believe it.
Yogi was suspected of murder, and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close.
What do you know about Edgeworth's father?
He was a defense attorney without peer. It sounds trite, but it's true. Well, he may have had one peer now that I think about it. Your mentor, Mia Fey.
My sister?
Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Kammer's techniques.
That's no surprise. No, he threw the gun. That's what the dream said. Testing a little. I imagine that, like, that dream sequence, he threw the gun, but in the actual scene, he probably actually did pick up the gun and try and fire.
Von Kammer is an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result is a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods.
And?
He lost, and died in despair, as it were.
I see.
Spirit medium.
When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on a spirit medium. And it was your mother, Mr. Fay. I am Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi. Yet Yogi was found innocent.
That's why when my mother left us, everyone called her a fraud.
That's right. Everyone thought she was, you see. Yes, now that I think about it, it seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him.
I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son?
It's only a possibility, mind you. But a possibility nonetheless.
Do you know what this is?
Quite sorry. Don't show that to me again. I have nothing to say concerning that. Oh, so this is the letter. It does seem that Yogi was following this letter when he killed Hammond.
But why kill Robert Hammond?
Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended clients not for their sake, but his own.
Huh? His own sake?
He never trusted his clients, that one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability.
Testing.
But he got his clients found innocent, so why does it matter?
Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially he was ruined.
Huh?
You'll understand soon enough.
Wait. What is it?
This letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before, a long, long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote this?
It was Yanni Yogi. Maybe it was Yanni Yogi?
Yanni Yogi? You claim he wrote himself this letter, then followed his own instructions?
He was senile. Yeah, I guess that would be what happened.
Perhaps you think Mr. Yogi has a split personality, I think that's definitely
a possibility, yes.
No, I think not. I do not know this Yogi in any case. There's no way I would have recognized his handwriting.
Alright.
Yes, right. I'll ask you again. Do you have any idea who wrote this?
Miles Edgeworth.
What? Why in heavens would he write something like this? Why, this letter is an attempt to destroy Miles. Think before you speak, Greenhorn.
Uh-oh. He's angry.
Think again. Do you have any idea who wrote this?
Could it be Manfred von Karma?
Von Karma. Why would he have something to do with this?
Well, I'm not sure.
Von Karma. Von Karma. Wait! You're right, my boy! This is Von Karma's handwriting, I'm sure of it. I used to see it all the time on court reports.
What? But that means... That is my problem with this case. If Von Karma was like Edgeworth's mentor, teacher, and basically father figure, Edgeworth should have recognized that handwriting. I will give him the benefit of the doubt that he's in a severe emotional state. What makes me especially mad is that you learn this information from a multiple choice question, where both answers are obviously wrong.
The one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was...
Correct. Manfred von Karma himself.
What does this mean then? Why would Von Karma want to frame Edgeworth?
If it's truly Von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. He would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. He'll say as much in court, I should think, tomorrow. He'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty.
Oh, absolutely.
You claim to get someone else guilty instead of the defendants? I'm going to kill you.
Oh no.
But how could Von Karma know about Mr. Edgeworth's past like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare.
That I do not know. Yet, I do know that Von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son.
What do you mean?
It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and Von Karma did win, but he didn't make it through the trial unscarred.
What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and Von Karma?
Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial, but Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence. And though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusation stood.
Faulty evidence?
It was the only penalty Von Karma has ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record.
Wow!
It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see.
A vacation?
Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was his first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting.
Really? He doesn't take vacations? Like go to the sea or to the mountains?
Don't even tell me he's never been to Europe. You have strange ideas about vacations, Maya.
In any case, that was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot.
Odd. If he wanted to keep a perfect record so badly, why would he take such a long vacation?
What do we do, Nick? Von Karma's gonna bring up DL6. You can bet on it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to DL6?
I won't let him.
Yes, Mr. Wright, I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know. At least in this hellhole of a court system.
I know that. I just have to believe in Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he'd kill someone. But Nick, Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave. I don't care. I know he's not guilty. Oh, absolutely. I think, but it also just shows like how petty Von Karma is. Like, if that was the reason he took this case, like... Maybe I'll talk about theories at the end. Not the end of the trial. I'm not finishing this trial today. I'm going to finish the investigation, but I'm going to stop at the trial. Because I'm getting hungry.
Mr. Wright? If you say so, I suppose I could go check again. The police files might hold something of interest.
Mr. Grossberg, thank you.
I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim.
I understand. The police materials. Hello. Hello, Wrights. Goodbye, Wrights. There's hardly anyone here. Everyone must be looking out for the old guy. Yogi, I mean.
Oh, it's you. I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back today. He's staying out late looking for someone.
Sounds like Detective Gumshoe is pounding the pavement for real. We were wondering if we could check out the records room again.
Well, now I can't have just anyone wandering around in there. But I guess Mr. Von Karma is in there now anyway. You can go in as long as he's there.
Von Karma?
Yes, he just arrived actually.
Von Karma's in the record room. Nick, let's hurry!
Badger.
Hey, is that the police department's mascot?
That's the blue badger, all right. It was my idea. I made it. It's my mascot.
I see. How nice.
Tomorrow, I'll present him before the department at last. I'm going to make sure they know how much the people like the blue badger.
Good luck. Spot the difference. Dusty as always. That would be amazing. The cool thing about like the Phoenix Wright designs is that a lot of them could be in a fighting game. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure only Phoenix Wright is, and that's in like Marvel vs. Capcom. I know there was a petition to get him in Smash, but it looks like that didn't happen. I do think Sora was the right choice, though. He seems pretty popular, even if he is another Square character. What's wrong, Nick? Nothing. I was just noticing that he isn't here. Von Karma. Huh? One of the drawers here is open. Someone must have been looking in it recently. The label says unsolved cases evidence. Unsolved cases. Nick! The file for DL6! It's completely empty. What?
What are you doing here?
Ah! Von Karma!
You. How do you know my name?
Huh?
Have we met?
What are you saying? We see each other every day, don't we? We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team.
The fence team. Ahem. I beg your pardon. You see, I rarely remember defense attorneys. They're like bugs to me. Needless things to be crushed.
You can see how this guy was Edgeworth's mentor. This large drawer is half open. Label on the drawer reads Unsolved Cases Evidence. All the stuff in here looks like random junk. Only the evidence for Deal 6 incident is missing. I can guess who took it too. Von Karma. Von Karma. Did you know that I am a defense attorney?
Fool! You think I, a prosecutor, would give you a defense attorney information? Bah!
Creep.
They called me. I was undefeated in my wrestling days too. We're not gonna say what they called me.
Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right?
A romanticist who still can't shed that veneer of amateurism. Just like his father, always second rates.
Mr. Von Karma.
True.
You had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you?
Me? A grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why?
Because he dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record. So you did. But what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival.
That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had the defense attorney last this long. Still, you will lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt.
His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean?
You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow.
You were right. So Von Karma's gonna bring up Deal 6 in court tomorrow. He's got the whole fucking file under his shoulder. Can we leave?
Fool! 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 Fool!
Oh, absolutely. That would be a cool thing to do if they gave a shit at all.
Fool!
Die.
Fool!
Alright, I'll stop with that joke. There's only one thing that I can do to progress this game. And as much as I think it is a terrible idea, we have to present to him the letter. Wait, this is a Capcom game. We can use the Resident Evil crafting system. Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this.
Oh, can you go put it in my hands real quick?
This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yenny Yogi to commit a murder.
Yenny Yogi. How many years has it been since I heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it.
So you admit it? You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter.
Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You've saved me from a lot of needless hassle.
What? Nick! What is that thing?
A stun gun. For self-defense, usually.
Indeed. 600,000 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence.
600,000?
Oh, don't worry. People, you don't die from it. Usually. Now give me the letter.
No!
No!
Whoa, what are you? Whoa, what are you?
Nick, run!
Ah!
Maya!
Out of my way!
He got us. The letter's gone, of course. And he took the DL6 evidence. All of it. Back to having no clues. Wait, Maya jumped first. Maya! Is she okay? Maya! Maya, open your eyes. Maya! The letter! Did he take it? Huh? Oh, yeah. Are you okay? I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could. I bit him in the knee. I fucking ripped a hole in his chest. But one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. No good as a lawyer, or a medium, or a dog, or an attack animal. I can't even call my sister. Not even now, when we need her the most. I wish I hadn't woken up at all. Maya! Ugh. There has to be some way I can help her. Better do something about her self-confidence first. Huh? Maya. She's holding something. What is that? A bullet. DL6 incident. Evidence number 7. Taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember. Von Karma was holding this when Maya jumped him. I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow. And that is where I'm going to leave it tonight. If it will let me. I'm going to try for next Saturday in order to conclude this trial. And then that will be the 4th case of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Now, what did I say earlier about things? It's dinner time. Never mind. That is the end of the stream. Din din. It's been an honor. And I'll see you next time on Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney.
And I'll see you in the next video.